My name's Colonel Jeff Pixley. I'm the commander of basic military training. Thank you for joining the United States Air Force. Thank you for raising your hand and promising to give of yourself, to sacrifice, to do something that most Americans never do. You probably want to know how to be successful in basic military training. Fight for yourself. Don't give up on yourself, and when you're about to, work with each other, lean on each other, because you'll be successful when you're a team.
Remember why you are here. Remember those people that came before you. Everything that you do needs to come with a passion and a vigor that is unmatched.
When you leave basic military training, you're going to understand how to wear the uniform. You're going to understand what it is to live by the core values, and you're going to know the value of your teammates. If you live up to my expectations, you'll be here 7 weeks from today, and you'll be about to graduate.
At this time, we would like to take a moment to inform you of the specific flight locations on the parade field, as viewed from the bleachers from your left to your right. Flight 670, led by Technical Sergeant Aaron Williams. Flight 671, led by Master Sergeant Ronald Smith. Flight 672, led by Technical Sergeant Antoine Hill. Flight 673, led by Technical Sergeant Cody Hopper. Flight 674, led by Technical Sergeant Daniel Fitzpatrick. Flight 675, led by Master Sergeant Corey Hyman. Flight 676, led by Technical Sergeant Dustin Walker. Flight 677, led by Technical Sergeant Charles McQueen. In the center of the parade field is the Color Guard, led by Master Sergeant Zena Wright. The Drum and Bugle Corps, PT Excellence Flight, Flight 685, led by Technical Sergeant Paul Beatty. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are Flights 678 and 679, led by Technical Sergeant Shakita Williams. Flight 680, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua Casey. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 681, led by Technical Sergeant Jonathan Malame. Flight 682, led by Staff Sergeant Joshua Reeves. Flight 683, led by Technical Sergeant Freddie Faust. Flight 684, led by Technical Sergeant Zachary Huey. At this time, please find a place to sit, thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Lee.
Good morning, everyone. As I pray according to my faith tradition, I encourage you to pray according to yours. Sovereign Lord, the maker and sustainer of all things, we thank you for the opportunity to celebrate a joyous occasion, graduation from basic military training. It wasn't easy, but every trainee here persevered and fought their way through. Today, each trainee will swear an oath and be welcomed in as fellow airmen. As they take another step in their mission to fly, fight, and win, would you be by their side, Lord? Bless them in their comings and their goings. Protect them and guide their path. Strengthen them and give them courage. May each person of the 331st Training Squadron set an example of what it means to be an American airman, leading the way for others. We ask for your presence here in this place. In your mighty name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Colonel Jeff Pixley, accompanied by his wife, Andrea. The Acting Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Antonia Cardona. The reviewing official for today, the Commander, 7th Bomb Wing, Colonel Joseph Kramer. The Senior Enlisted Leader, the Command Chief, 7th Bomb Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Matthew Coltrane, accompanied by his wife, Renee. From the Graduating Squadron, the Commander, 331st Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Hardin. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 331st Training Squadron, Chief Master Sergeant Tawana Hannibal, accompanied by her partner, Senior Master Sergeant Tamika Brown. Also in attendance with us today, the Vice Commander, 37th Training Wing, Colonel John Odell, the 3rd, accompanied by his wife, Josefina. The Acting Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Yusuf Saad. The Deputy Commander, Clinical Services, Office of the State Surgeon, Maine Army National Guard, Colonel Angela Braithwaite, accompanied by her husband, Raymond. The Commander, 433rd Airlift Wing, Colonel Terry McLean, accompanied by his wife, Marcy. The Weather Functional Manager, Pacific Air Force Command, Chief Master Sergeant Whitfield Jack, accompanied by his wife, Patricia. The Command Chief, 931st Air Refueling Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Lorna Major. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Our Commander of Airmen is Technical Sergeant Jordan McDonald. Colonel Joseph Kramer will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with a foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure that they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates passing a review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the Airmen and Guardians. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The men and women recognized on the pavers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. military training instructor, hometown, Gastonia, North Carolina. Flight 677, led by Technical Sergeant Charles McQueen, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio. The Color Guard, led by Master Sergeant Zena Wright, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Brooklyn, New York. The flight selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags, Flight 678 and 679, led by Technical Sergeant Shaquille Williams, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Chicago, Illinois. Flight 680, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua Casey, military training instructor, hometown, Fairhaven, Vermont. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 681, led by Technical Sergeant Jonathan Malame, military training instructor, hometown, Tammany, Guam. Flight 682, led by Staff Sergeant Joshua Reeves, military training instructor, hometown, Pawnee, Illinois. Flight 683, led by Technical Sergeant Freddie Faust, military training instructor, hometown, Wichita, Kansas. Flight 684, led by Technical Sergeant Zachary Huey, military training instructor, hometown, King, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated.
So the flyover is going to happen. As soon as the flyover is done, read that, and then we'll read musical support.
congratulate all of our honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence they display throughout basic military training earned them the outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank all of the families and friends who are here in support of those graduating today. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States military and basic military training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of America for your support of our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Joseph Kramer will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Good morning. What an honor it is to be here today to join all the families to recognize the graduates of the newest airmen in the United States Air Force. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. For those joining us 7.5 weeks ago, you entrusted your loved ones to this training. It's our nation's most valuable treasure. Thank you for your trust. Your support has pushed these airmen to successfully complete basic military training and join the world's greatest Air Force. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your support and encouragement. It is my great honor to introduce our nation's newest airmen. To the graduates, you're joining an elite team, a team conceived between 2 world wars, forged in the fire of World War II, and then formally founded just over 75 years ago. Since then, Airmen have lived up to that proud heritage, carried on the tradition of honor, and lived a legacy of valor. Graduates, as important as our service has been to the defense of the free world in the past 75 years, arguably, it will be more important to the defense of our nation for the next 75 years. It's serious business that you're joining, but you're ready. We need you to be leaders on day one. Leaders like my wingman, Chief Master Sergeant Matthew Coltrane, who joins me today, and is in no doubt reflecting upon when he marched in the same review in 2002. Since then, he became an expert in his Air Force specialty. He was awarded multiple Distinguished Graduate Awards, led as a military training instructor for 4.5 years, and now is the command chief at the world's greatest bomb wing, as evidenced by the Fairchild Trophy, in the world's best military community, Abilene, Texas, as evidenced by the Barksdale Trophy. But Airmen, there is a twist. You must be better than Chief Master Sergeant Coltrane, and certainly better than me. For the world that you're graduating in is way more complicated than the world that we have lived in. But thanks to the outstanding cadre here and your hard work and commitment, you're ready. Live our service's core values. Be a leader from day one, and know that you're part of something greater than yourself. The air power that you will generate, employ, and sustain will be essential to free people everywhere. So given this challenge, I have just one question for you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? Chief, I think they're ready.
Instructors, place your flights at attention. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Colonel Joseph Kramer will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Thank you, Colonel Joseph Airman. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman. And to the right of the reviewing stand, flights 680,